Hi, I'm David. Today we're going to be going through a step-by-step guide to enabling CDC for Astra DB. The goal is to get updates to a database table when data in another table changes. We'll accomplish this through the change data capture pattern. The prerequisites for this session are an active Astra DB paid account. So the first step is going to be to choose the region that we're going to create our database and our streaming tenant in. The regions must match. So let's head over to the Astra Streaming documentation regions page, and you'll notice that there are 3 clouds provided with some with multiple regions. For this session we're going to choose Google Cloud, and we're going to choose US Central 1 as our region. Let's head over to log in and log into our Astra DB account. Once logged in, our first step is to create a database. We'll choose the Create Database option. We're going to name our database My Company. We're going to name our key space Our Product. We're going to choose Google Cloud, North America, and US Central 1 region, and create the database. Now we'll pause just a moment for our database status to become active. Alright, and now with our database active, using our CQL console, create 2 tables. The first table is going to be called All Accounts. This is where we're going to store some fictitious account information. We have an ID column, a full name column, and an email column. With that created, we're going to create one more table, and that table is going to be called CDC Accounts. It matches the schema of the other table to keep things simple. But what we're planning for is whenever information or data is added to the All Accounts table, the CDC Accounts table will reflect that data added automatically. Alright, let's go over and create a new streaming tenant. We choose Create Streaming. We're going to name our tenant My Company Streams. We're going to choose Google Cloud and the matching region to our database, which was US Central 1. With our tenant created, we're going to go back into our database and over to the CDC tab to enable the change data capture feature. We're going to choose the new tenant that we just created. We're going to choose the key space that was created, and we're going to tell it to watch the All Accounts table. Now we'll give it just a moment for our new CDC feature to be enabled with the status of active. Alright, with our new CDC feature active and has a status of running, we're going to go ahead and initialize the connection between our Astra DB and our Astra Streaming by adding 1 row of data to the table. Everything gets initialized having added that 1 row of data. Next up, we're going to create the streaming sync. First, we're going to need a token to connect the 2 systems up. We're going to choose the organization administrator, that's the level of role that it needs, and we'll generate the token. Then we'll go down to the token value, copy that to the clipboard. Now, let's head back into our new streaming tenant, My Company Streams, and head over to the Syncs tab and create a new sync. So first we'll choose the Astra CDC namespace. This was created automatically for us. We'll choose Astra DB as our sync type. We'll name the sync Astra Account Sync. We'll choose a topic of data to all accounts. These topics were created for us when we enabled CDC. We'll choose a My Company database, the Our Product key space, and now we're going to write information to the CDC Accounts table. We'll grab the token that we created before and paste that in here. That then confirms that we have a good connection between our streaming tenant and our database. The final thing to note is the mapping. The mapping is how we tell the sync for the information that you find in the topic, here's how it should be added into the database table. We have some more specifics than what was pre-filled in here, so we're going to clear that out. And we're going to add a new definition of mapping because our ID is a key field, not just a value field. But remember, when we created the two tables, the schemas were the exact same, so this should look very redundant. Let's go ahead and create the sync. All right, and now we'll wait for the sync to have a status of ready. And now, with the status of running for the sync, this is a confirmation that we've provided the correct token for the sync to connect into the database. We have provided the correct mapping for the information that will be in the topic schema, versus what the database schema is to get to a status of running. Let's head back over to our company database, to the CQL console. We're going to add one row of data into the all accounts table. And after we've done that, now we can select information out of the CDC accounts table, and our new data is there. And this was accomplished because we wrote data into the all accounts table. The CDC feature was enabled on that table, so the information was automatically written into a new topic, and our sync was watching that topic and knows to write the data into another table from there. This session has been showing you the very basics of CDC for Astra DB. Stay tuned for future topics where we'll get into more advanced syncs and some more interesting options.